All right, in this video, we're going to walk you through how you can set up a test item bank in Canvas to generate random questions for students. So the first thing you'll want to do is in your Canvas course, you're going to navigate to the quiz menu on the left side of your screen. We'll click quizzes. And then what we'll do is we're going to click on the three dots in the top right corner. We're going to choose to manage question banks. Once we choose to manage question banks, we're going to go ahead and add a question bank. So we're going to click on the plus add question bank button. And we're going to give it a name. We're going to call this example bank. We'll click enter. And now the bank itself has been created. And now we're going to go in and we're going to click on the bank. And once we click on the bank, we're going to then in the top right corner, we're going to add a question. And this is where we will begin to add our questions to the bank. So as I click add question, you'll notice that the option now comes up to type in the question. I can also select the type of question that I want to add. So in this example, we've selected multiple choice. This is, you can see where the point value is. The question goes here in this space, and then the possible answers for the multiple choice question goes here. When I'm finished, I'll click the update question button, and that will update my question. And once I've done that, I can go in and add another question as needed. All right, now that we've gone through and we've shown you how to create a question bank and add questions to that bank in Canvas, we're going to now show you how to tie a quiz to a bank. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the quizzes button in our course, the left menu here. And we're going to go in and we're going to click on the blue plus button that says quiz to create the quiz. We're going to call this example 2 quiz. This space here is where I could provide any instructions or details about the quiz. As you'll notice here, this is similar to other quizzes you may have created in Canvas where you can fill out details for the quiz. Where I want to focus our attention, though, is the questions tab. So I'm going to click on questions. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to new question group because I'm going to pull a group of questions out from a bank that we've got created inside of this course. So here's where I can give the group of questions a name if I needed to. I'm just going to call this group 1 questions. You would only need to really give it a name if you were using multiple banks to create a quiz. Here's where I would tell it how many questions that I want to choose from that bank. So I think in the example that we're utilizing now, there's 11 questions total in the bank. So we're going to choose 5 questions. We're going to leave it at 1 point per question, but this is where I could go in and give it the point value if needed. Here's the key to this. We're going to click on the link to a question bank. So when I click on link to question bank, you'll notice that now different banks show up inside that I could possibly link to this quiz. For the example, we've chosen the example bank. This is the one we set up earlier in the video. It's got 11 questions inside of the bank. And when I select the bank, what it does is it's now tied this particular group of questions. And what we've asked is to pull 5 questions from the bank that we've linked. And again, we get confirmation of that from the example bank. Something that's important is make sure you click the blue create group button. Once you click on that blue create group button, then that actually pulls the questions or pulls the bank into the quiz. I could add new questions if I needed to. I could also link to another bank inside of my course if I wanted to. What we're going to do in this example, though, is we're going to go ahead and save it. And when we save it, we'll get confirmation that the point value is set up here. This kind of tells us that it's at least pulling the questions that we need. 5 total questions, 1 point apiece, so the point value is 5 points. To confirm everything is set up correctly, if I click the preview button here, you'll see that now I've got 5 questions inside of this quiz. And you'll remember that there were 11 questions inside of the bank. So each student will get a different set of 5 questions.